Namaskar, I am Meenakshi Saini, TGT Physical and Health Education, Kendriya Vidyalaya, Panisagar. So, my second topic in this international workshop is food and balanced diet. In the third chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, it is written Anant Bhavati Bhutani. This is a statement of fact which means the human being is made from food. Everything in your body was once in the food you eat. The single cell from which you were conceived in your mother's womb to your present size, food has become you, and this process continues as long as you live. So, no doubt, health is our only wealth, more gracious than the storehouse of coins and currency. It has been rightly said that if wealth is lost, nothing is lost because it can be earned again. In case of health, in case of health is lost, we are deprived of the bliss of life. A healthy man enjoys his life in real sense, but nowadays so many diseases spread rapidly. Therefore, every person have to take his her own care to protect from the diseases. Most important thing related to our health is our diet. If our bodies are human medicines, human machines, food is our fuel. How well we eat affects how well our bodies work and how long we live. Your brain, muscles, your blood, and bones are all made from the food you eat. Food gives you energy and stamina for work. It also gives you emotional stability and security. And don't forget, the right kind and right amount of food gives you the appearance and feeling of radiant health. Food may also be defined as anything we eat or drink to meet the body's need for energy, bodybuilding, repair, and protection. Food has many functions in our lives. If you understand these functions, you will appreciate how they affect your food intake. Physiological functions. So, the food you eat helps you to maintain and renew worn out cells of your body. Secondly, food provides energy your body needs for all its activities, voluntary and involuntary. And the third function of food is to regulate all the activities of the body and protect it from infections. Second ones are psychological functions. Food also satisfies certain emotional needs like feeling of security, love, and attention. You feel secure when familiar foods are served. When you share your lunch with a colleague, you express acceptance and friendship. When you try unfamiliar food with your friends and enlarge your food experience. Third point is socio-cultural functions. You know how important food is as it helps to strengthen our social and cultural ties. You serve refreshments at meetings, seminars, or to visitors to create a relaxed atmosphere for an exchange of ideas. In most of our festivals and celebrations, we have feasts which bring the family and friends together. So, a well balanced diet of fruits, grains, and vegetables provides the best source of antioxidants and other nutrients. Many studies have shown that the people who eat a well balanced diet are less at a risk for developing many chronic diseases. Eating a balanced diet means choosing a wide variety of foods and drinks from all the food groups. The goal is to take in nutrients you need for health at the recommended levels. So, a balanced diet means getting the and amount right types and amounts of food and drinks to supply nutrition and energy for maintaining body cells, tissues, and organs, and for supporting normal growth and development. A balanced diet must contain carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins, minerals, salts, and fiber. It must contain these things in the correct proportion. A well balanced diet provides enough energy and nutrition for optimal growth and development. The importance of a balanced diet cannot be overstated. A balanced diet provides natural disease prevention, weight control, and proper sleep. A balanced diet is also important because it enables you to meet your daily nutritional needs and enjoy a higher overall quality of life. The first importance is disease prevention. Eating a balanced diet is the easiest way to protect yourself from many of the diseases associated with aging, including diabetes and heart diseases. Eating too much of any one food group is not wise idea even if you eat only vegetables. There is a chance you could still be unprotected from disease because your body needs the vitamins and minerals found in other food groups to stay healthy. Eating in a balanced way boosts your energy levels and ensures your body functions normally. A balanced diet also enables you to live longer. So, second importance is meeting nutritional needs. Your daily food intake should include grain, fruit, milk, vegetables, beans, oils, and protein. So it should be advisable that you should eat 6 to 11 servings of grain, 2 to 4 servings of fruit, 3 to 5 servings of vegetables, and 2 to 3 servings of dairy and protein. Fats and oil should be eaten rarely. Healthy food contains vitamins, minerals that boost immunity and serve as a natural protection from many common illness. Third point is weight control. So, if you are overweight, eating a balanced diet can be an important first step towards the weight loss. Many people who are able to lose weight through parts of diets gain the weight back when they return to their own eating habits. A balanced diet can also help you maintain your weight loss in the long term. If you are underweight, eating a balanced diet can help you gain weight and maintain the weight gain in the long term. So next point is proper sleep. Eating too much of a certain kind of food can cause you to be unable to fall asleep. Like eating heavy oily foods can cause you to have difficulty waking up in the morning. Eating a balanced diet will enable you not only to sleep better but also feel more rested when you wake up. Next one is quality of life. Eating a balanced diet is important because it allows you to enjoy life, have more energy, feel less stress, and accomplish more in less time. You will have fewer illness and medical bills. A balanced diet is the foundation of good health and well-being. Next point is active lifestyle. So a balanced diet would also be beneficial to the state of mind. You would be able to live an active lifestyle because both the body and mind are in good state. They would coordinate effectively. It will help you take immediate decisions and tackle problems efficiently. It also proven to increase the remembering and memorizing capability of a person. So when we talk about diet or balanced diet, it contains uh, the following things like carbohydrates, proteins, fat, water, vitamins, minerals, fiber, and when we talk about balanced time, so one must have to take all these things in the correct proportion. So first we talk about carbohydrates. So carbohydrates are the most important source of energy. It contains mainly carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen. We obtain most of our carbohydrate in form of starch. This is found in potato, rice, spaghetti, yams, bread, and cereals. Our digestive system turns all these starch into carbohydrate called glucose. Second is proteins. These provide a source of materials for growth and repair. Proteins contains carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and sometimes sulfur. Proteins are very large molecules, so they cannot get directly into our blood. They must be turned into amino acids by the digestive system. There are over 20 different amino acids. It is also a source of energy. Third is fats. These provides a source of energy and contains fat soluble. Vitamins. Fats are used as a source of energy. They are also stored beneath the skin, helping to insulate us against the cold. We have some fat in our diet because it contains fat soluble vitamins. Next, vitamins. These are required in a very small quantities to keep you healthy. Vitamins are required only uh, in very small quantities. There is no chemical similarity between these chemicals. The similarity between them is entirely biological. Vitamin A is good for eyes. Vitamin B, there are about 12 different vitamin B's. Then vitamin C is C needed for our body to repair itself. Vitamin D needed for absorption of chemicals, minerals and salts. They are required for healthy teeth, bones, muscles, etc. And they are also needed in small quantities, but we need more of these than vitamins. Then next is iron, required to make hemoglobin, calcium required for healthy teeth, bones and muscles, sodium, all cells needed, especially nerve cell. Then iodine, used to synthesis a hormone called thyroxine. Then next is fiber. This is required to help your intestines functions correctly. It is not digested. Then next is food groups. So there are four kind of food groups we will talk. So first one is fruits and vegetables group. So fruits and vegetables grow on plants underground or on the ground or in trees. Every day we should eat at least 5 portions of fruits and vegetables, and a portion is about a handful. Fruits and vegetables gives us fiber and vitamins and minerals. Then next is second group is grains and pulses. So this food group includes wheat, corn, barley, rice, lentils, beans, etc. These are all from plants and from a staple part of the diet for people all over the world. Grains and pulses gives us carbohydrates and proteins. Nuts are another source of protein. And next is dairy products or dairy group. So dairy foods are made from milk. Dairy food gives us proteins and fats. They are also a good source of calcium, which is good for bones and teeth. These foods include cheese, yogurt, food high in milk or milk products. And then next one is meat, fish and eggs or meat group. The main nutrient derived from meats are proteins, but it also gives us fats and some minerals. The meat and fish group includes chicken and all poultry, fish and shellfish. Eggs are also included in this group too. So athletes eat a lot of protein and they help to build muscles also. Then there is starch, sugars and fats. Sometimes foods are classified into starch, sugars and fats. Starch include food like potatoes and provide mainly carbohydrates. Carbohydrates gives us the energy to carry on with our day-to-day lives. Foods high in sugars include those naturally occurring as in fruit and those containing processed sugars such as sweets, chocolates, cakes. We need to limit our intake of refined sugars. These are empty calories which gives us immediate boost. A small amount of fat is important for our health, but eating too much fat is unhealthy. It leads to clogged arteries, high cholesterol and becoming overweight. Next we will see the healthy eating pyramid. So here you can see carbohydrate takes this, the last one is carbohydrates. So take most food from this group, and these are like rice, pasta, bread and potatoes. Then you fruits and vegetables, take 5 portions a day from this group. Then meat, fish and dairy, take sometimes from something from this group also. And then we have foods high in fats and sugar, take only small amount from this group. Okay, so what are kilocalories? So energy can be measured using joules or calories. When large units are involved, such as they are in diets, the term kilocalorie is used. So 1 kilocalorie is equal to 1000 calories. Now what is energy balance? Energy balance means taking in, eating and using up through work, exercise, etc., an equal number of calories or kilocalories. We all have our own metabolism or rate of using up energy, and this is known as metabolic rate. So males between 15 and 18 uh, need about 2750 calories a day, and females between 15 and 18 need about 2100 uh, calories of a day. And when exercising or doing any physical activity, you burn up some calories, and here is a approximate example is given through this picture. And there is a like if you do these activities for a similar period, so how much calories you will burn is shown in this picture. So while standing, you will be burning 14 kilocalories. While doing easy walk, you will be burning 90 kilocalories. Then at the time of cycling, it is 329 kilocalories, and this is approximate figure, and it isn't just an example, is here to give you little idea about this. And while swimming, one will burn 357 kilocalorie, and at the time of cycling 476 at the time one plays football will burn 476 calories. Sorry for the technical problem. So the term balanced simply means that a diet that meets our nutritional needs while not providing too much of any nutrients. To achieve a balanced diet, we must eat a variety of foods from each of the food groups. Thank you. Namaskar.